Hey everyone, this is Tom from MonTac here, doing the Weekly MonTac Matchup for the 5th of August 2022, and joining me this evening we're going to have three-time former Pro Division champion Mystfire here. How are you doing, sir? Are you excited for your title matchup against Charging Badger?
First off, I am doing great. Thank you so much for asking. And second, well, I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little nervous going into the Charging Badger matchup this week.
Yeah, it's a really big match. I'm incredibly keen to see this one. But before we get into that, let's have a look at the main card. We've got Shadow Galaxy Wolf versus APOC here. Obviously, Wolf is going to be making her pro debut after being the Rookie Division champion. First Rookie Division champion in history. Obviously, a title I know you'd like to go back and get, just for the fun. But moving on, we're going to have Wolf take on APOC, and it's expected to be a pure Pug versus pure Dragon deck matchup. How do you feel about this matchup, and do you feel like any of them have a specific edge in this?
Honestly, that's a really good question. If it's gonna be pure Dragon versus pure Pug, then more than likely pure Pug will win, because they don't really have a lot of ways to get rid of a big boy Pug, especially if it has big boy's traits.
Interesting. Dang, I did not expect that answer. I thought we were going to have a pug a pug trashing this week. So even with the Dragon Cupids, Illusion Dragon, Ferrorex, you're expecting the pugs to really pull through here, especially with Shuwu, etc.
And the Dragon Cupid could pose a bit of a problem, but a big boy Pug can definitely deal a lot of damage to dragons. So it's going to be a matter of seeing how APOC deals with those big boy Pugs, and if he's able to deal with them well, then Shadow Galaxy Wolf will be in quite a bit of trouble. But if those big boy Pugs go unattended, then they're going to cause some big boy damage.
That is going to be a great match. Obviously, next match we're going to see is Mystfire versus Dalmakos for the Rookie Division title. Obviously, Mystfire just won the title last week, making them the second player ever to hold a title right after Shadow Galaxy Wolf. We're expecting a pure Sky Soldier versus pure Bandit matchup here, obviously, because Mystfire's original deck has had a couple changes, so they're more to fall back on their old trusty Sky Soldiers. They're both pretty big meta giants, Sky Soldiers and Bandits. Do you believe one has an advantage of the other, or is it kind of I guess based on the roll of the die for that match?
I wouldn't say it's a roll of the die, but I'd say it's more so focused on the deck building aspects of it. So, it's no secret, Sky Soldiers right now are probably one of the most complete decks in all of MonTac. Their weakest element is their early game, though, which Bandits excel at. So, if Bandits can find an opening, then that could give them the upper hand and potentially win the match very quickly. But the thing is, that can all get mitigated if Mini Smoke plays Starhand.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Starhand getting that resource is going to be crucial. Coming into your matchup with Badger, how do you feel about mitigating Leo? Is it something that you want to try the Sparrow approach, where you just try to get rid of them early? Or is there really something you've stumbled across that may actually allow you to counter Leo when it comes out?
The thing is, I do not want to rely on an early game approach. And I'll tell you why. 2 words, Starhand. Yeah, if Charging Badger plays Starhand, then that gives him all the defensive utility in the world. So an early game OTK will no longer be an option for me. So instead, I'm going to focus on trying to get to the very end of the game while holding either a Blocker Vigilante Gareth or a Bandit Guard Alexander. Those are the only things that can stop Leo in its tracks.
Dang, obviously the Wolfman, that they've got quite a lot. It's like they're kind of bricky Sky Soldiers because their synergies kind of do only specific things, but then again, they kind of all work together, but they don't allow more fluid stuff. So it's a real cacophony of of just absolute terror. But speaking of absolute terror, we're responsible for potentially dropping the most toxic card of all time Unforgiven Wildfire Warrior is now a generic synergy. Previously Sunwalker Wildfire Warrior can work in any deck, has an instant win condition. However, it does also have a nice little ability to just remove its timer and double its power, meaning you won't necessarily have to go for the 30 card win con. You could simply even use it in a potential gambler deck by just having 10 cards go extinct, play Ignition at the end of the game. How do you feel about that card that we've created, and how happy are you that we've stopped Castle from being a thing?
I just want to start on the Castle thing. For everyone that wasn't at that meeting, we actually had this idea for brewing for a little while, and then it was MonTac that was like, "Oh, Castle," and they're like, "Oh no."
I remember because it was at the end of the 3 hour, because we took 30 minutes on it. We were happy with the result, and then we're about to sign off. I'm saying bye to everybody, and then, oh wait, Castle with Fox.
Yeah, absolute nightmare. Glad we dealt with that.
For sure. And how do you feel about Wildfire in the meta? Because it's weird. It's kind of like Impact, but I feel it's not as you're gonna be stalling with it, but it has a few more countermeasures than Impact did. The old one, anyway.
Absolutely. The thing about old Impact is, well, it was just awful to play against because the opponent would have to use something like Divine Castle. You use stuff like Divine Castle, you use stuff like... I'm trying to think, Vanguard Alexander, obviously you can't use that. Blacker Vigilante Gareth, obviously you can't use that. So, you have fewer defensive options than you normally would, but Wildfire Warrior can hold its own. So... And the other thing about it is, Wildfire Warrior is more of an end game or late game card, so you're not drained at the moment it comes down. Unlike Synergy Impact, where oh no, this is going to be a grind.
But yeah, overall, a very exciting weekend of matchups. Currently have 8 confirmed. Incredibly keen to see how these all go. A lot of really weird and fun matches await. And it's great to have you on, sir, and give your thoughts on these matchups. Thank you for coming on. Is there anything you'd like to say to all your Mystfire fans around the world before we have to sign off?
If you're going to play the game, fun is your first priority. If you're not having fun with MonTac, then you're not really doing it right.
Thank you again for coming on, sir. Everyone share, subscribe, comment, join the Discord. It's in the link. It's in the description below, I believe. And have a great day. This has been Tom.